You beautiful people, I hope you're keeping well. So, if I can get this camera right. So today's gonna, oh wow. So I hope you're keeping well. I mean, it's a much warmer UK than it has been recently, hence I'm not wearing a jumper, which I am very happy to say. Now, this is, as you'll notice, the remastered version of Spider-Man, and one thing I noticed in this that I don't think I noticed in the other one, so this may be a new feature. You can also add lights to this, in photo mode, which I think is really cool. Now, unlike Death Stranding, I haven't completed this yet. I mean, I have in previous times on different versions, but this particular one I haven't saved. And what that means is that I'll be able to change light just by completing a few missions. And that will give me a lot greater palette for working with. But it's a great game, really is. Now I'm just going to load this so I can go into the settings, because audio is way too loud. Now, I actually have to load the game to do this. Now this is a rather emotionally tense moment in the game. So Peter Parker's down with Mary Jane, I think her name is. And you'll recognise him from the next game. So I've just got to get through this particular part before we can crack on, but there's nothing to say I can't use this for taking photos. It's because I've got full movement, so I can frame him there. I can do quite an interesting frame. Now there's not much movement here. And I think I've just lost the shot I had. Move over. No, that won't allow it. Now the things that attracted to me this is the zigzag leading up to the truck. Actually, can I get... Yes. So there's a zigzag leading up to the truck in red. I like the lights as well. I'm going to use this door frame against the side of my screen to get this shot. Yeah, I don't feel I need him here. I'm actually quite happy with that. So I'm just going to take that shot. So yes, do not need that. This is good because I have practically forgotten all of the controls.
Under there. Oh, man.
This is actually a very, very sad moment in the game. I wonder. This is going to be quite difficult to capture because I don't... Oh, do I have a grid? I have filter types. That's cool. Nope. Okay, so I don't have grid. So this is very much a guess. I'm going to bring them closer together because I believe I want this to be a portrait shot. Now what I'm doing is I'm using the twisted frame at the back to almost complete his face. But I want Miles there as well, just to keep it quite an interesting photo. You see I've got light mode, I've got sticker mode, I've got photo mode. But I'm not going to mess around with the light mode. I think that's something really I want to do in dark scenarios. But I am rather liking that. Oh, little cutscene. Oh, no, it's not a cutscene. Not particularly a fan of button mashing, but they do it quite well in this game. That's it, lad. Fulcrum. Physics is your friend.
Sure you're okay? Yes, I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be alright. Alright, Lisa, I have to go find Dad, okay? No, wait. Miles, no. Miles, no!
What can I grab in this? No, cutscene. I was hoping to get an expression from her.
I'll find him.
So, maybe up here? Yep. Sorry, kid. I mean, sorry, Mum. Need to do this.
He was right there.
He was, yes.
What the hell? Where do you think you're going?
Rather brutal. Nope, can't move it. We will return to normal gaming, hopefully soon. Just need to get past this cutscene part. Now, I really like the nonchalant way that guy is with his sword. Just drop this down a little bit. And again, I'm trying to find a straight edge to marry it against, so that's nice and straight now. Yeah, we'll just do that shot. Right, so in my last stream I explained aperture exceptionally poorly. What I was trying to say while gaming, I mean I'm in photo mode now so it's fine, but so the bigger the number, the smaller the hole, and for reasons unknown to me, what that means, or what that results in, is everything in focus. Now, the smaller the number, the wider the hole. And what that allows you to do is to have a similar effect to here, where the foreground is nice and sharp and in picture, or the subject, whatever you want, and everything else is nicely blurred. So as you can see, field of view is Now this has a strange effect to it, so I'm just going to keep it as it was, which is about 70. I want the focal distance to be really close, and I want the aperture to be not massively strong. I'm just going to increase the focal distance now. You can see that is exactly what I'm looking for, because if I go any further, then the flames in the background become, between his hand and the sword becomes a little bit sharper, and that detracts from what I'm looking at. And I rather like how the tip of the sword is starting to get a bit blurred. It's just a bit moody. And I rather like moody for this one. I'm gonna see what this does. So not really a great deal, because what I was interested in was the floor. But I want him to be sharp. I'm not really that fussed about the person on the floor either. So a little bit more, bring that back a bit. Yeah, that's a problem. That guy at the floor has to be in focus for me to get what I'm looking for. So less messing around. Let's get this first photo. Second photo, sorry. And that was enough of a distraction for me to... Oh, I don't know where to go though, that's the issue. Definitely going here. I'm going to get out of the way before he investigates that. Yeah, let's just get down before they see me. If I had remembered how far I'd got, I would have completed this before starting the stream. So I am sorry. I promised you web slinging and street photography, and what you get is a cutscene for things that you... Unless you've played the game, you won't really know what happened. But I've been playing Division 2, as you'll see from my Instagram. I finally got round to editing the photos, so I put them on before starting this stream. And as a result, because I'm trying to get ready for a raid, and as a result of that, I didn't get the game to a position where I'd hoped, or how I wanted it to be. I clearly have this on the easiest setting, because I really should have been spotted by now. I'm just trying to plan my route. So everyone's got their back to me, bar this guy. Nope, you ain't got it.
No. Stop. No.
Enough. We have to leave. Now.
Mm-hmm. So, plot twist.
Dad. Dad. Dad, no.
Such a shame. He was quite the legend.
Wake up. Wake up.
partly tempted to take a photo of that, but it's kind of cheating. Such a shame. I mean, he did save the mayor, so he deserves that. Fine, police officer. Such a shame. That's a great shot.
I'm sorry for your loss. Do I know you? I'm Peter Parker. I was at City Hall when... Look, I know you don't know me, but I just wanted to say... I know what you're going through. That's what you were gonna say, right? Or it all gets easier with time. Or don't worry. It's part of God's plan. I'm sorry. I was just trying to help. I know.
I'm sorry about that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him.
Oh, excuse me. I am terribly sorry about that, everyone. Okay, so now we are back in the game. Lighting-wise, it is rather flat, so time to have a little look around.
Have you started looking for Martin?
Instantly,
No, I told you I
I
can't
see
start a
some
manhunt based on
cool
the from
graffiti.
Spider-Man.
But I'm telling you, he's the guy.
Get me some solid evidence and we'll talk.
Solid evidence. Right.
I mean, developers are absolutely amazing. The little touches they put in the game.
Thinking I screwed up, and that kid lost his father.
I know you too well to say you should give yourself a break.
Exactly the same in the Division
What about the
2
police?
and Division, but that didn't have a photo
What are you
mode.
looking for?
So many
He
great
doesn't believe me.
pieces of art.
Then it's up to us to find him. I've been doing some research.
I mean, I'll show you. The things that people will never look at. I mean, it's even got a poster in there. A couple of posters. I mean, yes, next time I go past this window, it will probably be different, but still cool.
Go to this address. Martin Lee bought a controlling interest in this recycling center last year.
You think he's hiding out there?
Maybe. We know he's not at Feast. If he's not at the recycling center, maybe you'll find some...
Oops. And you've also got the opportunity for great aerial shots as well. I mean, this one doesn't frame so well. I mean, I could put him dead center, but I just don't think that really works. Maybe do the diagonal. And again, not really great. Frame him in there, which works a bit better. So yeah, although this is street photography,
I'll let you know what I find.
there is a lot that I can do in this game, which is why I chose it to demonstrate it.
All claiming Martin Lee has the power to, quote, corrupt people.
Corrupt? What does that mean?
They say it's sort of like mind control.
I mean, there is a photo I've been trying to take for a long time, which I hope I'll achieve at some point. I don't even care if the weather is bad as it is now. If I can, I will take that shot. The problem is I have to be quite high up to achieve it. Well, I have to drop from high up, I should say.
Defend myself against the spurious claims from McDonald Mac Gargan, aka the Scorpion. Yes, as I fully disclosed,
Ah,
I
James
performed the
Jameson.
experiment that gave him superior strength, speed, and that unsightly cyborg tail.
Here we go. So we need to do this to get rid of the rain, but I may
Crawling with demons. Gotta take
regret
these guys
that,
out.
because it's actually quite a nice rain. It's not too heavy. Okay, so he's fine, so I'll go there. He's not safe there. Okay, so that wasn't actually the move I wanted, but it still worked. Now, I think, yeah, we're safe with this one. That was handy. Last thing I wanted was for him to call the alarm. Okay, we'll go across to here. Let's see what photo mode reveals. I was trying to frame him there, but that doesn't quite work. Ah, hadn't noticed Matey Boy below, who's about to cause me trouble. But I'm actually really liking that. I think maybe... Well, we'll take the shot just in case I ruin it. And let's just try different heights. No, I'm quite happy with that as well. Okay, so that's 2 shots. And I need to knock this guy out. So to say, that could have triggered the alarm. Well, it did actually. Is it safe? No. Is that safe? Yes. I am stunned I was able to do that.
That's all of them.
Okay, so I believe, yeah. Need to go through here. Okay, wrong button.
Security
A
lock.
slight moment of adjustment while I get used to the controls on this. And also, I need to move my camera because I realise I am covering. Oh, just buttons. That's all it was. So. Nope, wrong one.
Looks like I could override the circuit.
I think it's right trigger. It is. Which I have selected. That's good.
Well, that did something. It looks like the circuits need a little more juice.
Ah, there's a few of them. Just to see what it does. Okay, not really anything that exciting.
Gotta find a junction box. There. Looks like the circuit's still stable. Maybe there's another junction box close by.
Oh, it was already open.
Gotcha.
Was there
Almost
another?
there. One more box should do it.
Yes. So, got that one. I do not have that one. Now we're in. Interesting security system. Okay, so we'll complete this mission. Hopefully, I don't lose all of that lovely
These must be
soft
planning
light
to
and
attack.
with the rain.
These are Osborn campaign offices.
And then that will hopefully
These originate from the same
give me a chance
address.
to take some photos and have a bit of an explore around as well. Maybe even get some shots of puddles.
Lots of high-tech equipment. Maybe later I can recycle this stuff into some weapons of my own.
Maybe.
Explosives from Fisk's
I mean, none of
construction
this will
site.
mean anything to you guys, I know. Unless you've played the game. So, I'm trying to get through it quite quickly. Peter is not the quickest of walkers in this scenario.
Guns from Fisk's armory.
Yep. And a plan.
Truck bombs. This is crazy.
Big
This wasn't a gang
bada
war.
boom.
The demons were stealing from Fisk to go after Mayor Osborn.
Hey, did you find Lee?
No, but you were right. Lee's using this place as a front for the demons. Bomb making, gun running.
We've still got the light.
God.
That's
And
cool.
it looks like they're planning another attack. This time on Norman Osborn's campaign offices.
We must have some kind of beef with Norman Osborn.
I found an address here. I think it's their staging area. If I hurry, I might be able to stop them.
Be careful.
Now everyone will stand around and look at me because of course I'm
Yuri, it's
Spider-Man.
Make it quick. I'm busy getting yelled at by my boss.
Martin Lee and the demons are planning another attack.
I can change suits as well, that's kind of cool.
It's time on Norman Osborn's campaign offices.
Are you sure? We've had a lot of false leads in the past week.
Trust me on this one. I'm sending you the address of a recycling center. You'll find all the evidence there.
Oh, it's nice to have so much movement. But unfortunately, not quite enough.
I'll get those campaign offices evacuated. But if you're wrong about this, you're gonna help me find a new job.
You haven't never really explored this. So there's no ripples in the puddles by the looks of it. Little rat there. I mean, a lot of these areas, people aren't ever going to go through, and yet they put all these posters on them, all these stickers and so on. And it's part of the reason why I like taking photos, and I tend to take photos of slightly unusual things, and it is simply because they just put so much effort into it. And I want people to see the effort that they've put into their games. You know, I mean, it's quite a few of these people. It's not just a job, it's a passion. And it does have little water drops, that's cool. And so I want to do those justice. Okay, so we've done that. Let's just... I keep doing the same thing. So that's as low as I can go, but you've got plenty of little water drops there. That's kind of cool. I'm rather liking that. Even the pigeons are good in this game. So what else can we see? I mean, I'm going to explain why I just took a rather boring picture. When you think about it, it's just Spider-Man standing in a corner. But what my thinking behind it is this bit here is what's known as a leading line. And it just feeds into, or leads your eye towards Spider-Man. And if I can go to frame. Can't go to frame. Okay. They don't have them. But in a portrait shot, that will work quite well. So you'll have a little bit of the contrast with the white on the door. Matches his suit. You've got the blue, matches his suit, but then you've got the dark on the right hand side. You've got the line drawing your eye all the way to him, and slightly yellow, and normally orange and blue goes really well together. So that was my thinking behind that shot. Let's have a zip around. And see what else we see. Because it is very easy to find good shots when you've got lovely, sharp contrast. Whereas in weather like this, where it's more subdued, I think it's great for portraits. So, let's have a look at these people. Okay, he looks like he was hit over the head a little bit too hard. Her. That is quite the power walk. Actually, I'm going to drop down a little bit. I don't quite want a central in that sense. A little bit more to the right. And what I'm focused on is not her positioning, but my position to her, so the angle at which we are looking at her. That's what I'm interested in. So the aperture, I'm just going to turn that really high. Distance, really close. I want a little bit more, so the path is quite important to me. The texture of it, the lines, are all things that grab my attention. Bring the focal distance a little closer. No. So about there is right. I'm going to play with the near as well. And drop that down a fair bit. Because again, I'm interested in her standing out. I don't really care about these people. In fact, I may actually crop them out of it, or use like half of the guy on the left hand side. So I like that, and I'm also going to raise it and use this doorway to straighten up and take that shot as well. So I've got two to choose from, effectively. I'm rather liking this, because with the subdued soft lighting, the aperture set fore and back, so she is the only thing that's in focus, and the fence and building to the left, that's the only things that really draws your eye to her. And that's just a random character on the street. But as I say, that's the beauty of soft
Darn
light.
it,
It's
I need to set an alarm from 8 p.m. Hi, just joined for some street hyphen, looking forward to it.
How are you doing, Carl? I hope you're keeping well. Yeah, you actually chose the perfect time to come, because the last time I played this, I was in a cutscene, and I've just started my stream by possibly ruining this game for some people, and 2, it wasn't the best way to start a street photography one when you're in a cutscene. So for you, joining at this time, yeah, it's been an absolutely professional start to the stream. Everything's wonderful. And I think I'm going to get a new job as a photographer as a result of it. But how are you keeping? I hope you've had a good week.
I still have my drummer's timing then.
Yeah, you are absolute perfection. Really are. Ah, you, sir, are a metronome. Was always a joy playing along to you. And I'm rather hoping that you will bring me the luck I desperately need for just one shot that I've not been able to find to be able to take. But I know it's possible, but I have to be very high up to achieve it. One, I hope you're good luck, because you will instantly recognize the shot if you see it. And 2, yeah, you are a good man, so I am sure you'll bring me some of that good vibes. Okay, so I was a little bit worried when I first got into this weather, but I'm actually really liking the diffused nature of it. Now that, let's see if I can capture any of the rain in the shot, because that's a strong stance he's got there. But the rain is quite light. And no, I actually quite liked that. Now, this will be pure experiment. I don't really know what I'm doing with these, but what I'm hoping to do is put light on the... Actually, I'm actually really liking that. I wanted to bring out the raindrops, which you can see behind him. Not sure about the colour.
Spider-Man wouldn't he be nearly as cool if he'd live in a farm?
Well, yes, that is very true, Mr. Paddy. But not everyone is a massive fan of farming simulators. But I'm sure you could convince him what he's missing out on. But how are you doing, sir? I hope you're keeping well. Okay, where's the intensity on this? Let's bring the distance fairly close. No, I want that really far, but not on the guy in the background. And I'm really sorry I missed the end of your stream. I was writing a tune.
Is this a real city or all fictionalized? Gosh, it's claustrophobic, all the tall buildings. Lighting is tasty, can't see the rain though. Oh.
Ah,
all
mate,
good.
that's a shame. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I had my headphones on. I was and lost track of time. And Carl, yeah, it's New York. out slightly fictionized, if I'm remembering the right game. I think I am. Yeah, because it's got Stark Tower in, and a little nod to Doctor Strange, which, as a side note, is my favourite of all these films. But that's the intensity. So that brings out all the rain, but that's a little bit too much. But yeah, apart from that, it's New York. I may just try moving that a bit more. Although I didn't really want to highlight his buttocks. That brings out the best of it. Now this will most likely be cropped quite close in. So yeah, you've got the rain there near his head on the back of the church. You've got the light above his head, which frames him quite well. So that's my thinking behind it. The bollard is obviously way too bright, but that being cropped out and as much as the floor as possible should fix this picture. But yeah, Carl, one thing I'd recommend for you, because you do like my racing ones, is Paddy here. He occasionally streams on Twitch, and is Paddy1545, and you'll see him do Nordschleife and Spa and other of the main tracks, and they're good long races as well, and so you really get the most out of it. So yeah, if you want to see some like a proper driver, not me, he's the man to check out. Where's a good building to... No, I'll use that. Because I don't stream on Twitch anymore, mate, so you won't be able to catch me on there, and
Thanks
I saw you
for the
following
tip.
me.
I've got me an account on Twitch now.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, you won't
We're
regret it.
racing next weekend again.
Ah, get on. Where are you racing, Paddy? Actually, I will adjust that slightly. Thinking about
24 hours lemons.
Oh my days. That's going to be cool. I do enjoy Spa. I mean, Le Mans, sorry. Frank the Champs or something? I'm terrible with names. But either way, great little track. Very difficult chicanes. Or very difficult to learn. Once you've got them, they're brilliant. And that first section is great fun as well.
Linda will probably be streaming.
Oh, cool. Excuse me. And that's Lyndon Noble on Twitch. Can't do shout-outs on here because it's cross-platform and so on. But yeah, another one well worth watching for your iRacing. And also for Paddy and Linda and Magoo and all of them as a team as well. So for the proper endurance races like this one, Linda tends to also have a link to the multi-stream so you can watch everyone, which is always good. But just to go back to this picture, the reason I did the fade in the background is I rather like how that character is framed by the awning. And I originally took this shot because of the water reflection and the building and the contrast of light and darkness as well. Rather enjoyed it. I mean, I do intend to play a bit of Gran Turismo and show how to use the replay for taking pictures, because it's got a very good photo mode. And one thing I didn't realise till recently, actually, is when you do online racing, you have a special place.
It works.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a special place for your online replays. So I'll be able to... Sorry, I'm just really, really liking that. No, haven't got the height for it, unfortunately. So where can I go to? Probably on top of there. I want to experiment with that a little bit more, simply because AI is not as aggressive as it could be. Whereas with people, you'll find there'll be a lot closer racing, and hopefully that will translate well to how high can I go? To photographs. Where's field of view? So I still want more of that bit at the top. How can I roll this? No. I don't think I can. Oh, I can rotate. No, that's just that. Okay, so there isn't a rotate on it. And no. It was great while I was flying around, zipping around, but there's not actually a picture there as far as I can see. I've already taken photos here, so they instantly recognize them, so they're already on Instagram. I'm just going to see if I can get something interesting from these bikes. I really am trying to use this light as much as possible, because I don't know when I'll see it again. And that is a cool looking bike. Oh, that's frustrating, because this is in the way. And it's I don't know, I just really like the shape of it. I would be happy if I had a bike like that. Just think it looks cool. Okay, let's try some artistic shots. Can't go any lower than that. It's not really... No. So, my second mission is to find a good picture of that bike. This shape. We know they have red saddles, because let's face it, it will be a stock image. And whoever made that little model, kudos to you. Well, that's always a cool thing to do, actually. Oops, wrong button. So let's try it on the next street. Oh, it's just too early. Okay. This is going to have to be some serious button pressing. I don't think I was quick enough. I know. Something like that is kind of cool. Straighten this up a bit. Because sometimes I just get creative and silly and try and perch him on top of things. Like that tiny little line in the middle of the street, but that's not going to work. And I think sometimes you've just got to press the button and trust your instincts. Because I missed that shot as soon as I saw it. And when you've got such a wonderful function as pausing life, which you can't do in real life, you should utilize it. For a moment I thought that was it, but it's not. So what I am looking for is 3 people crossing the street, which is why I'm quite high up and zipping around. What I also want to find is that bike as well. There's an interesting looking area. Because what I'd normally do is, on a sunny day, which is what you normally find in this game, I'd be finding some nice shadow or a nice bit of light and wait for the right moment for someone to walk past it. So yeah, I missed the opportunity there. He looked like he was giving out food. But unfortunately I just didn't have the angle. Now, it doesn't particularly make for an interesting stream, does this sort of photography, because quite a lot of it is just walking around, exploring, seeing things that grab your attention. And in real life, you would, as I say, wait for people to walk by, but as you can see, when you're Spider-Man, people don't tend to walk, so I'm looking for those interesting shots. This guy here. See what he's doing. Not a great deal. How about this guy here? I rather like. And I'm framing him using the display of the Blitzen bar. And to make him more visible, that's when I have to do the aperture. Bring that right back. Reduce the strength of it so it doesn't look too unnatural, but as you can see, he's clearly the subject matter. A little bit more so that the guy behind him. How much more can I get away with? Yes, I want the guy behind him to be slightly blurred as well. And I'm going to do the same for the front as well. And then reduce the aperture so that the metal bar is not so. Because I still want it to be a frame. The slurp is a little bit too bright. Let's have a look at that. Yeah. That, I think, is the right shot. And that's one of the things I love about this photo mode, is the fact that I can blur the foreground as well as the background. There's not many games that have that function. So I do enjoy it. Okay. But anyway, back to walking around. Always an idea to look in shops. And my theme for today is frames. You will most likely notice. Hence this lady here. And I'm rather liking this guy being rather curious. You know, he's sort of having a look. How can I frame this best though? Because the background isn't doing me any favours with her, unfortunately. So I'll have her in the centre of the frame. He's also there, which makes it quite interesting. I don't know if I'll keep the open sign. Most likely will. Let's just grab... Sorry. Just grab that shot. But yeah, I'm always looking around. Sometimes you get some good shots with the homeless people as well. But quite often it is just the people just sitting around that can make good pictures.
Sorry, spider emergency.
And what I'm looking for, it was not these guys turning around and looking at me. So the shot I'm looking for is like an Abbey Road like picture. So drop that down a little bit. We've got our 4 people, but it's just completely wrong. I'm going to take it just in case. I'm going to move this guy in the middle between the buildings so he stands out a little bit. Oops. Now, I don't consider that a win. I will try and take others, but I rather liked that. It's the first time I've come close to taking that shot, because normally I have to run around, zip around at the top, and when I see people crossing, drop down, because normally they don't walk across at all. Sorry, girl. No. Oh, that's cool. Let's have a little look at that collection there. Oh, it's not massively detailed, but yeah. Well done, little developers. I mean, not little, but well done, developers. I seen what you did there. Okay, if you give me a moment, see if there's anything else around here. I also need to take a little sip of my drink because I am rather parched. I'm thinking of progressing the mission now. I'll keep an eye out, see if there's anything interesting or attractive for me to take a photo of, but I think I'm done with this rain. Because the models, or the pedestrians, aren't massively detailed, so the advantage of portrait shots, although I mean, Spider-Man is well detailed, and can make for some great poses. Let's have a look around. No. Reached the limit of where I can go. I mean, the original thing that attracted me was just these colours. I rather enjoyed them. So I'm going to perch on top of here. Have a look. Not particularly a shot there. What's that? I can't. What I was hoping to do is frame him in there. Like so. The problem is I'm losing a lot of detail. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose. It's one of those annoying hay fever things. Okay. So carry on keeping an eye out while moving towards the marker. Finally found it. So a little bit of a mission. So you get to see a bit of stealth and a bit of game mechanics. And this is a fantastic game, by the way. Give me a second. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so I need to press that to open the gadget panel. Okay. That looks cool.
Stuff I found at the recycling center.
Let's give it a go.
Nice. Love using bad guys' own weapons against them.
And that one. Make sure the perimeter is secure. I don't think there's anything I can attach that to. I'm going to attach it to there. Oh, I see.
And that, my friend,
That's kind of cool.
Justice looks like.
Right, let's move around, assess the situation. There was definitely a green point I could mark that on. Okay, let's change this just to a normal one. Little scan. No, he's observed. What about you? I don't want to disturb the birds, though. Wrong button. Either way, he should be. Yeah, he is. I'm protected right now. Maybe boy is just going to get zipped up here. Sorry, buddies.
Sleep it off.
Okay, so let me see now. Let's jump up there, get a look at this new area. So nothing I can do about him. Definitely need to do these snipers first.
You literally didn't see that coming.
Okay, I think we are fine to zip him. Oh, I would love it if I could drop that crane on the guy. Can't do that, but Little bit of engineering. Very sneaky. I think I'll jump across to that. If I'm patient enough. Nope. So, but this guy, he was kind of the king linchpin to all that. Oh, got those guys up there. Not too keen on that. Because I was going to go for the guy by the door, but I didn't trust these two observing. In fact, one of them was the guy by the door.
Sweet dreams.
And again, you can do great photo modes, pictures with this. Now, I've already got that pose, actually on that character as well. But I'm rather liking the smoke. So this is a different angle to that original pose, which is on Instagram if you're interested. So I'm going to have it quite far out. And not do a great deal of adjustments. I think really the smoke is the interesting part, not
He's not out here.
the action.
Better check inside.
Do not recall doing that. Oh well. Let's carry on.
Huh. Invoice from an auto shop. Pale Horse Rides. That's one expensive tune-up. What else can I find around here? They have bases all around the city.
As you can see, there's still a lot to unlock. But the reason I chose this game is that I haven't actually completed it. Therefore, I do have the ability to change it to night or back to daytime, or if it's raining, change it to sunshine, simply by progressing the story. It just gives a lot more variety.
This is bigger than I thought. Looks like the demons have an army.
Okay. I mean, why would you not, really? That's a strong pose there. Nope. This is when you need a tilt lens. So that's the best I'm going to do. I mean, ideally, I would love to be able to frame this exactly how I want it so you can see, but unfortunately that's not possible. So this is going to be a fairly strong crop on the end result picture. Actually, I should be able to show you that, because if I drop down I lose the picture, but that's effectively what I'll be going for. So I'm just pulling it back just enough that I can see my feet, and then that's what I'll be cropping in the final photo. Okay, looks like a fight's about to start. Here we go. Alright lad, come it.
One deadly glowing whip wasn't enough.
Oh, he quick. So I can't do air launches, which is a shame because that would be exceptionally handy. Disable camera. I'm trying to remember what health is. Is it down? Oh, it's down. It's fine.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it was definitely not this.
Okay. Oh, now we're just on to the lackeys.
Hey, MJ. I think I stopped the demon's attack on Osborn's campaign offices.
Nice. Did you find Lee?
No, I may be a little bit over optimistic. I'm rather liking the pose. Just, oh, actually, it's kind of cheating, I know, but it works. So how are we going to frame this? Do we want both hands? Do we want to lean back a bit? Because that's a powerful stance he's got. In fact, I may actually rise up. Problem is that guy here rather ruins it. So again, we're going to zoom in a little bit. No, we're not going to take that. Oh, okay.
Sounds familiar.
Need to stop taking photos and actually get myself a bit more defense or whatever that stuff's called. It's been a long time since I played this. There we are, we've got a bit more health. Oh. Oh, wow. These things really do hurt. Ah. Okay. Just got to do that little bit again. And normally you find the second time round is the charm.
Did you find Lee? No, but I found something we should look into. A place called Pale Horse Ride.
Sounds familiar. I'll check it out and get back to you.
There we go. Wow. These guys are pretty accurate. Those. Oh no. Sorry for going quiet. I am concentrating. I am kind of getting my backside handed to me at the moment. Okay, so how can we improve that? I think the weapon guys are the ones I really need to focus on. Get out of the way.
I'll check it out and get back to you.
So if I take these... Oh, well, I'll take someone out. But yeah, my thinking is if I can take the weapon guys out, then that will make the general fighting much, much easier. So we've got that guy there with the crazy whips, who's effectively got similar powers to me. He may actually be good to take photos of. Oh yeah, I can't do the air launch on that one. I am really sweating right now. So, sorry for the shiny head. It is very, very warm. And so that you don't have too much backlight, 'cause there's a window behind this door. That's why I have the door shut.
Safety's off.
Well, this is new.
No. This one's mine. All right. I'm executing this son of a...
Hey! That's not how we do things. Down. Down.
Oh, Spidey sense.
Whoa, whoa! Before we do this, who the hell are you guys?
Code SM1. Code SM1. Holding for order.
Excuse me.
Copy code SM1. I have a visual. Hold for Silverberg.
Because of course.
Nice entrance. Solid 8 out of 10.
She jumped out of a helicopter. That's a 10 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
There we are.
Release him. He works with us.
Yuri, explanation, please?
This is Silver Sablinova, head of Sable International, a private security force, paid for by Mayor Osborn.
Mayor has a pet army now?
Next time you get in my way, I will not be so gentle.
Go.
Alright, love.
Later.
Chill. He's Spidey. Okay, so it's still a little bit overcast and raining.
Hey, sorry about that Sable thing. I should have told you earlier, but it all happened so fast.
It's okay. We're still best
So
buds.
it is most certainly a case of working with what we've got.
That took a dark turn.
Anyway, Sable has the mayor's ear and unchecked authority.
Let's have an
We searched
explore.
that address you gave me, found plenty of evidence of a bomb plot, but nothing that leads back to Martin Lee.
I'm working on that. Hey, MJ.
Hey, so I dredged up some records on Martin Lee's other business holdings. He's got places all over the city.
Huh. The locations line up with a map I found at that shipping business. I'll check them out.
Let me know what you find at each one, and I'll work on building a case.
You got it. I'm headed to Lee's office at Feast to see if I can learn more about why he's doing this. And what he's got planned next.
Okay.
That's
Say hi to me.
nice.
Wait, you don't think she's in danger, do you?
No. Lee's only got one target on his mind. Norman Osborn.
Just experimenting. I don't think I'll use it. But you never know what you'll find in a paused game. Like, for example, this guy here, getting the crook of that. And again, he sort of completes the picture, but we're going to work on the foreground to make him stand out a little bit more. And field of view. So again, I like how his leg sort of arcs backwards towards the metal frame where it comes out a little bit. It creates a nice little, well, almost a love heart sort of shape. And something about that aerial shot. I don't know what it is. I also like the fact that the lady at the top is framed really well. So, what I'm going to do, take this one first, and then see if I can accentuate this a little bit more. Oh, this is going to be difficult. This kind of adjustments using triggers and analog sticks. Because it was... Come on. Can we do it? That's the question. That's the best I'm going to do, I think. See what I mean? Just by pausing. I mean, cities are very dynamic places, and there's always a lot going on.
This is Sable Control. Requesting status update from
So even though, as I said before, it's a very, very flat light, I am very curious what that guy is doing. He looks like he's doing Tai Chi. They are doing Tai Chi. That's very, very cool.
Missed another call from Doc.
Peter, I wanted to make sure you're still available. I can't pay you yet, but I've pulled enough...
I don't know if I can capture the essence of them, because now they just look like people playing superheroes. His stance is kind of cool. She's doing an odd crane type thing. What is that person in the middle doing though? So he's got the best stance, but I cannot get the angle for it. Certainly cannot get the height for it. He looks like he's calling someone, or just, yeah. Fortunately, none of those work, but still enjoyed the little touch there.
Massive investment. Stay ready.
Fingers triple crossed, Doc.
Okay. Hey, my lady. Another nice thing is these people randomly talk to you as well.
1043. Reports of a hostage situation involving a bus. Incident is active in Park City.
Hostage situation involving a bus. That kind of reminds me of a very popular film that starred Keanu Reeves.
Nah, can't be. Too short to be Spidey, and too skinny.
Hmm.
Gains, kid.
How rude. Skinny people could be superheroes too. Oh, I forgot I've got everything on quiet. That was Jameson having another of his little rants. So what I'm waiting for is sort of almost a solitary walk. There's too many people here, but that's quite a nice little... It's a very interesting floor. Nope. So who else is here? What will make an interesting picture? Sometimes the people sitting down actually make for great poses. Pfft, New Yorkers. They're all just angry people. As I'd imagine a lot of city people are. I like the fact he has a book. He's not reading it, which is a shame, but I rather like it. No. Need to be a little bit out of sight. Hopefully we'll go back to reading it like this one here. In fact, that is a great pose. Really is. Reminds me of some of my Red Dead Redemption pictures, actually. So how can I maximize that, though? Because her body language is quite closed and self-conscious. Oh, she's doing a puzzle. Okay, that's kind of cool. What I'm thinking is following... No, I was trying to follow the line of the pencil. And then drop it down a little bit. So that's as far down as I can go. Again, we're going to experiment with aperture. And what I'm looking to do, and the reason I'm keeping it quite strong, is I want it to be her in her own little world. Because it's similar to when you're reading a book or when you're focusing on something, the outside world just blurs out completely. I'd rather enjoy that sort of image. I think the aperture is a little bit too strong. So let's drop it down a bit. Yeah, it's just a nice little moment. Still not convinced about the angle. I like the raindrops below her. Yeah. And behind her. I think that's a better picture, actually. So, so I don't edit the wrong one. Sorry for losing the camera slightly, but I just want to delete that last one. But yeah, I'm actually quite glad I did that little walk around. It was most certainly worth just for that lady doing the crossword. I mean, this really is an interesting situation with this soft light, because a photographer's job is to capture light. And with the diffused nature of it, I'm having to work harder to find pictures. Which is never a bad thing, because that's how you improve your craft. Okay, so we've now got a checkpoint here.
This is Sable Control, requesting sitrep on our position in Seaport.
We've even got a fight going on. Oh my days. I don't know, that Silver, whatever her name is, moves in, and all of a sudden the place turns like into Beirut. Yeah, Carl, I'm sorry this isn't the stream you were hoping for, but I really do appreciate you coming in and watching me, keeping me company. I mean,
Sable teams, this is Control. What's our status in Nolita? Control, checkpoint under assault.
I'm most likely will continue playing this game after I've done the raids on Wednesday, and progress this on so we get some nicer weather. So I'm saying all this while rather enjoying this street. Raise it up a little bit. There's no way to get rid of that person, which is a shame, because they're not quite what I'm looking for. So what I'm trying to work out right now is what I find appealing about this. Is it the pizza place? Because I love pizza. Is it the street? Is it just the light itself? Right, I'm going to try field of view first to get that guy out of the picture. So it's definitely the scale it was at was what I was enjoying. I'm just going to... Can I reset? No, I can reset. And I was slightly higher. I don't think it's the pizzeria, although I am rather liking that little area. I think it's the pizzeria. If it's not, it is now. And what I'm trying to do is get an interesting angle on the chairs. Still keep the awning in there. Because it's quite an intimate scene. Whoever owns this venue can be very proud of what they've achieved with so little space. Oh, sorry. Don't mind me. Coming through. And then you come here and everything's quite dingy. What's that? Little Italy. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see what a taxi can show me, actually. Ah, that's a shame. I was hoping it'd take me around and possibly show me sights I've never seen before. Let's jump on this. No, they stopped straight. No, no. So we're doing a bit of a Teen Wolf. That can go very wrong. Hang on a second. But yeah, this makes it much easier for me to look around and see if there's anything of interest. Although this truck seems to be... Okay, we're in a building. Can I walk around in the building? Am I now stuck in the building? Huh. How cool is that? I am now stuck in the building though. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you break the game. Yeah, there's no way out. I have actually completely broken it. Now, from my understanding...
Grinning face.
I know, right, Paddy? I have actually, through my curiosity, I have broken Spider-Man. Okay, which most likely means I'm going to, by closing the game, it's going to end the stream. So if that happens, I am really sorry. I'm really glad you're here, Paddy, actually. I thought you had disappeared, so thank you very much for that. And give me a moment. I'm going to restart this game. So first I've got to close it.